Hello everyone, welcome back to the last episode. One day a letter arrived from Mr. Jian. Jungkook opened it with shaking hands. You seems to be doing well. I hear your company is growing still. You could have everything, wealth, power, name, but you choose love. Love is weak. Jungkook is faded. One day he will leave you too. Jungkook crumbled the letter. He wouldn't. He said quietly, "Then walk in holding flowers." What's that? Jungkook smiled. Just my past trying to come back. Then handed him the flower. Then let's grow something new. JK and Tae slowly grew. They got their first big line. Taehyung's mom was able to walk again. Jimin passed his exam one day. While cooking dinner, Taehyung turned to Jungkook and asked, "Did you ever think we would make it this far?" Jungkook walked over, wrapped his arm around him. He kissed his shoulder. "I didn't think I would survive without you, but with you." He looked into Taehyung's eyes. "I could survive anything. One night, one question. Under the stars again, just like old times." Jungkook pulled out a ring, a real one, shiny, silver, simple thing. His head was trembling. "This time it's not practicing. I'm not practicing things or to stop it. Marry me." Then covered his mouth with both hands, then nodded, crying 1,000 times yes. "Are you serious?" Namjoon asked, raising an eyebrow. Jungkook nodded, proudly showing off Taehyung's ring. He said yes. Seojin gasped, pulling Taehyung into a hug. "You are going to be my brother-in-law for real now." Taehyung laughed shyly, cheeks already red. Jimin rushed in with bright eyes. "Hyung, I want to be the flower boy." "You are too old for that," Jungkook teased. Jimin crossed his arms. "Then I will." Jun clenched it. All right, looks like we have got the whole wedding cast ready. Thanks." Nervous heart, Taehyung stood in front of his mirror, holding a wedding magazine in one hand. His heart raced with just thinking about it. Wearing a tuxedo, walking down the aisle, standing in front of Jungkook. "Are you nervous?" Jimin asked, entering the room. "A little," Taehyung admitted. "What if I cry on stage?" "You probably will." Jimin smiled, "and everyone will love it." Taehyung blushed. "Jungkook might laugh." "No," Jimin said with a wink. "He will probably cry too." Jungkook excited, teasing. Jungkook didn't stop grinning the whole week. He visited the wedding planner himself, ordered flowers, approved suits, picket food. He even designed the invitations. When he returned home, he found them reading on the sofa. "You will be mine in 5 days." Jungkook whispered into Taehyung's ear, wrapping his arm around his waist. Taehyung screamed in surprise. "Yeah, don't say it like that." "Why?" Jungkook smiled. "You are mine." Taehyung turned red. "You are so shameless. And you are cute," Jungkook said, kissing his cheek. The day before the wedding, they had a short rehearsal. Taehyung practiced walking down the aisle with Jin and Jimin by his side, but halfway through he stumbled a little. "Too many eyes," he mumbled, embarrassing. Jungkook walked over, took his hand and whispered, "Just look at me." "Only me?" Taehyung nodded. "Okay, only you." The wedding day morning, Taehyung woke up early. He looked out of the window, saw the sun rising. His heart was beating fast. He was getting ready today. He looked at his wedding suit, came out. Jimin peeked into the room. "Ready?" "Almost," Taehyung whispered, handshaking. Jimin walked in and fixed his collar. "He is gonna melt when he sees you." Taehyung gave a small smile. "I already melted long ago." Meanwhile, Jungkook was passing. Namjoon watched with his arms crossed. "You look like you are about to run a marathon." I'm just nervous. You, Mr. Cole CEO, is nervous? Namjoon teased. I have never wanted something so badly in my life, Jungkook muttered. Namjoon patted his shoulder, then go get him. The ceremony begins. The small garden was filled with close friends, family, flowers decorated every corner, soft pink, cream, and dressed in soft gold and white, he looked like a dream. Jungkook's briefcase then looked straight at him and forgot everyone else. Jimin whispered, "You are floating." Taehyung smiled. "Because I see him." They stood together, hands shaking. The officiant smiled. "You may now share your words." Jungkook spoke first. "Taehyung, the first time I saw you, I didn't believe in love, but you made me believe. You healed every cold piece of me. You made me laugh again, cry again, and hope again. I promise to protect you, cherish you, and love you in every life." Taehyung's lips trembled. "Jungkook, you were the stranger who looked at me like Jungkook, you may now kiss your husband." Taehyung's breath pinches. Jungkook captured his cheek, leaned in slowly, and whispered, "I love you." Then their lips met, soft, emotional, and full of unspoken promises. Cheers erupted. Jimin screamed the loudest, surging by a tear. Namjoon just smiled and clapped. The reception was simple: fairy lights, handmade food, and laughter. Jungkook held Taehyung as they danced softly. "I didn't imagine this life," Taehyung said softly. "Me neither," Jungkook replied, "but I wouldn't change a thing." Taehyung looked up. "Even my bar dancing past." Jungkook kissed his forehead. "Especially that it brought you to me." Night they returned home, just the two of them. The apartment was decorated by Jimin and Jin with candles and flowers. They walked in and gasped. They went all out. Jungkook pulled him to a hug from behind. "You're mine now," he whispered against Taehyung's neck. Taehyung blushed. "Yours forever." They didn't need fancy hotels or expensive gifts, just each other. And that was everything. They returned to their apartment that evening. The warmth of the wedding still lingering in the hearts. Candle flickered softly across the living room. Jimin had left a trail of white rose petals leading towards the bedroom. Taehyung stared in awe. "They really did this." Jungkook smiled, dropped the house key on the table. "Your brother is a romantic." Taehyung stepped inside, still in the wedding suit. "Look around." Slowly. "It's beautiful, is it?" Jungkook whispered, not taking his eyes off him. Nervous heartbeats. Taehyung stood by the window, the moonlight splitting on his skin. Jungkook walked over, standing behind him, close but not touching. "You are nervous?" Taehyung didn't answer. Jungkook placed a gentle hand on his shoulder. "Hey, I just," Taehyung said softly. "I have never done this before." Jungkook smiled softly, turning Taehyung to face him. "We don't have to do anything if you are not ready for." Taehyung's eyes flickered to Jungkook's lips. "I want to adjust." Jungkook leaned in and kissed his forehead. "Then we go slow." "I will wait." Jungkook helped Taehyung remove his suit jacket. His fingers were gentle, not rushing. Taehyung bit his lips. "You are being soft." Jungkook crunched. "You want me to be rough?" Taehyung's eyes widened. "No, I mean not yet." Jungkook smiled. "I like your yet." Taehyung pushed his chest lightly. "Yeah." They laughed softly, breaking the tension. Taehyung reached up and kissed Jungkook first. Slow, hesitate. Jungkook returned it deeper, warmer, wrapping his arm around Taehyung's waist, pulling him first love. Jungkook held Taehyung, led them to the bedroom. The bed was covered in rose petals. Soft instrumental music were playing in the background. Taehyung stood near the bed, fingers trembling slightly. Jungkook stepped behind him, wrapping his arm around Taehyung's waist. You look beautiful, he whispered. Taehyung leaned back against him. You always said that because they stood in front of the bed, holding hands. Jungkook kissed in the back of Taehyung's hand. Tonight, he said softly, I just want to hold you, kiss you, and make you feel loved. Taehyung looked up, teary eyes. We already do. They lie on the bed, side by side, facing each other. Taehyung's fingers played with Jungkook's soft bun. Jungkook smiled. You want to take this off? Taehyung blushed. Don't tease me. I'm not. Jungkook said gently. I want you to touch me, only if you want to. Taehyung nodded slowly, unbuttoning his shirt. They stared at each other, heart breathless. Jungkook leaned in and kissed his collarbone. Taehyung whispered, that tickles. Good. Jungkook smiled, kissing lower. As things get more intimate, Jungkook slowed down again, pulling back slightly. Taehyung, if you feel scared, say it. I will stop. Taehyung looked in his eyes. I'm not so scared. I'm just overwhelmed. Because you love me. Yes. Taehyung breathed. Jungkook smiled, brushing his hair from his waist. Then let's make tonight our love. The night became magic. They kissed again, longer, deeper. Lips moved in soft rhythm. Jungkook's hand explored Taehyung's body with respect and admiration, never crossing a line without permission. Taehyung whispered Jungkook's name like a prayer, his fingers digging into Jungkook's shoulder, and Jungkook whispered back, you're mine, you will have always been. Much later, they lie under the cover. Taehyung said, resting on Jungkook's chest. Taehyung yawned softly. Why are you so gentle? Because I love you, Jungkook answered. Taehyung looked up. Promise me one thing, anything, don't ever leave me. Jungkook kissed his forehead. Even if the world turned against us, I will choose you. Taehyung smiled, tears in his eyes. When I'm yours always. The sun peeked through the curtains. Taehyung blinked, his eyes open. Head rested on Jungkook's chest. He could hear the soft heartbeat beneath his ear. Jungkook stood. Good morning, husband. Taehyung clenched. It still feels unreal. Jungkook looked down. Want me to remind you again? He leaned in for a slow kiss, pulling Taehyung closer. Don't tease. Taehyung blushed, hiding his face. I'm not. I'm just happy you are mine. Later that afternoon, they arrived at Jungkook's family estate, a grand mansion with tall gates and wide gardens. Taehyung clenched his small back tightly. This place is huge, he whispered. You will get used to it. Jungkook said, holding his hand, you belonged here now. But as they walked in, Jungkook's mother and father stood by the staircase, cold eyes fixed on Taehyung. Mrs. Yan said, her tone polite but stiff said. Taehyung bowed politely. Thank you. Dinner was quite too quiet. Only the sound of silverware filled the space. Jungkook kept holding Taehyung's hand under the table. Suddenly, Mr. Yan spoke. So, you married? I bowed, answered. Taehyung flinched slightly. Jungkook's eyes narrowed. He is my husband, in evident already disrespect. Mrs. Yan said, he could have had anyone. Why him? Because he never asked for my money. Jungkook snapped. He saw me when I was just a man, not a CEO. Taehyung whispered. Jungkook, it's okay, no. Jungkook looked at him. You deserve respect and I will make sure you get it. After dinner argument back in their room, Taehyung sat silently on the bed. Jungkook passed Angrily, how dare they speak to you like that? Taehyung finally said, they are your parents, so that doesn't give them the right to insult my husband. But what if I'm not enough for your life? For this life, Jungkook, Taehyung's voice cracked. Maybe I don't belong here, Jungkook paused. Don't say that. I grew up worrying about rent, hospital bills, and now I am in a mansion where people look at me like I don't belong. Jungkook, come closer, knelt in front of him. You belong here because I belong to you. Taehyung's eyes filled with tears. Jungkook took his both hands. You are not here because of my wealth. You are here because I love you, and that's the only reason that mattered. Taehyung leaned down, hugged Jungkook tightly. I'm just scared. Jungkook held him firmly. Then let me protect you. Let me be your strength. When you are scared, Taehyung whispered, okay. They stayed like that, wrapped in each other's arm, holding on like the world could collapse any moment. Later that night, Taehyung couldn't sleep. He walked to the kitchen quietly, opened the fridge, looking in for ice cream. Jungkook's voice surprised him. Taehyung turned around. You scared me. Jungkook smiled. You always eat when you are sad. I'm not sad, just overwhelmed. Jungkook walked to him, opened the tube of vanilla ice cream. He handed Taehyung a spoon. They sat by the kitchen ice cream and silently. That night before sleeping, Jungkook held Taehyung closer in bed. From now on, Jungkook whispered, no matter what happens, we face everything together. Taehyung simply smiled simply when you scary mother. Jungkook laughed softly. Even her. Taehyung kissed his shoulder again. I'm not scared anymore. Taehyung stood in front of a small art school building, heart thumping in his chest. He clenched his pulse of sketches, drawing he made back when he danced at that bar. Things he never showed anyone except Jimin. Jungkook had found the application in the local art magazine's teacher. And Taehyung had tried. Now he was waiting for the interview. A woman with round glasses walking. Can Taehyung? Yes, he stood up quietly, going. She smiled warmly. Let's talk about your art. Taehyung showed his drawings, soft lines, beautiful figures, emotion in every stroke. She looked through them carefully. These are emotional. You understand how to express movement and feelings. Taehyung nodded shyly. I used to dance art. Art felt like dancing with my fingers. She smiled. Your heart can work very openly. We need someone who can teach young kids. Made it happen. I just supported you. That evening, Jungkook came home to the smell of kimchi and steamed rice. He walked into the kitchen and saw Taehyung in an apron humming a soft tune. You cooked? Jungkook asked, surprised. Taehyung turned with a smile. First dinner in our house cooked by your husband. Jungkook walked behind him and wrapped his arm around Taehyung's waist. I'm so lucky, Taehyung giggled. Wait, I will burn it. Let it burn. I want you more. Taehyung blushed, pushing him gently. Go down. You shameless man. They sat on the floor, legs crossed, plates between them. After dinner, they lie on the couch, Taehyung's legs on Jungkook's lap, their fingers interlocked. Jungkook asks, "Are you happy?" Taehyung nodded. "I never thought I would have this, a home, a husband who loves me, a job. You deserve it," Jungkook whispered, kissing his glasses. "You know," Taehyung said, "I want to make lunchboxes for you, like a real spouse." Jungkook smiled. "Only if I get kisses with them. You are so needy. You love it." Taehyung rolled his eyes playfully. "Maybe." That night in bed, Jungkook pulled Taehyung closer. "What will you wear on your first day?" Jungkook asked. "My white shirt and beige pant." "Take a picture. I want to see my cute." Taehyung whispered. "Life is peaceful," Jungkook answered, "because you are in it." Taehyung kissed his cheek. "Let's protect this." Jungkook nodded. "Whisper always." They fall asleep in each other's arms. No worries, no fear, just the two people living their ordinary day in their extraordinary way. Taehyung's first day, the sun was bright, the city was humming with energy. Taehyung walked through the gates of the small art academy with a nervous smile and packed lunch in his bag, made lovingly by Jungkook at 6 a.m. Fighting, he whispered to himself as he stepped inside. The walls were covered in children's artwork and laughter echoes from nearby rooms. Miss Kang, his supervisor, greeted him warmly. "Morning, Mr. Kim. Ready for the little artist?" "Yes," Taehyung said, "very ready." Taehyung's first class was with a group of 6 years old. He introduced himself shyly, but the children loved him instantly. "Teacher Tae, your hair is like chocolate," one girl said. He laughed, kneeling down. "Then should I call you marshmallows?" They giggled, and the class was filled with laughter, paint, and joy. Did you hear it? The new teacher used to dance in a bar. The other teacher whispered. "Are you serious?" Mr. Han smiled. "I saw him once. Tight pants, eyeliner, everything. Guess anyone can become a teacher now." Taehyung froze. His chopstick stopped mid-air. His hands trembled slightly. He didn't look up. He just quietly packed his lunch. Maybe he danced his way into getting this job too, Mr. Han added quietly. The room went silent, and then a calm but deadly cold voice echoed, "Say that again." Everyone turned. There stood Jeon Jungkook, dressed in black sleek suit, holding a second lunchbox, eyes burning with first Jungkook's warmth. Mr. Han blinked. Who are you?" "I'm Taehyung's husband," Jungkook said, stepping forward. "CEO of Jeon Corporation." Gave stickers from the room. Jungkook walked straight up to Mr. Han. "Eyes sharp. You humiliated my husband in public, in his workplace." Mr. Han stammered. I didn't mean." Jungkook cut him off. "You mean every word. And let me tell you what I mean." Han pleaded. "Please apologize," Jungkook said. "Now." Mr. Han looked at Taehyung and muttered, "I'm sorry." Taehyung said nothing. Jungkook said, "Like you mean it." Mr. Han stood straight. "Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Kim. I was wrong." Jungkook turned to the room. "If anyone here believes a person past decided their worth, then you don't deserve to walk around children." He walked to Taehyung, took his hand, and placed the lunchbox in front of him. I brought your favorite kimchi rice and strawberry milk. Taehyung looked at him with teary eyes. Jungkook kissed his forehead. Eat well. I will wait for you outside. He left without saying another word. No, Taehyung whispered, you did everything like at home. At home, Taehyung changed in comfy pajama and got out to find Jungkook making dinner in the kitchen. You are spoiling me, Taehyung said, leaning against the counter. Jungkook smiled. Good, we spoiled Taehyung. Wrapped his arm around Jungkook's waist. You don't have to come to my workplace. I will go anywhere for you. You make me feel safe. Jungkook turned and cupped his cheeks. You are safe as long as I breathe. No one will ever hurt you again. That night, under soft blankets, Taehyung whispered, do you still love me? Even after what they said, Jungkook pulled him closer. I don't care what anyone said. I don't fall for your past. I fell for your heart. Taehyung kissed his lips slowly. Then I'll protect your heart too. They lie in silence, warmth, and content. Next morning, Taehyung sipped his tea as the sunlight touched his face through the kitchen window. Jungkook was fixing his tie in front of the mirror. Do I look okay? Jungkook asked, turning around. Taehyung nodded. You look good. Always look good, too good. Jungkook smiled, fluttering with your husband so early. Taehyung leaned on counter, cheeky. Always. They shared a kiss before heading their separate ways. Taehyung to the academy, Jungkook to his office. It was Taehyung's third week teaching. The children loved him more. A room filled with soft scribbles and whispers of colors. Midway through the class, they noticed a quiet boy in the corner, Ji-hun, sitting still, not drawing. They knelt down beside him. What's in your heart today? Ji-hun whispered, I don't know how to draw my dad. Taehyung softly, is he not home? Ji-hun looked down. He went to sky last year. Taehyung's breath catch. Do you miss him? Ji-hun nodded quickly, eyes wet. Taehyung gently took a crayon. Can I draw with you? Ji-hun nodded. Together they drew a small boy holding a balloon standing beside a tall man made of clouds. He always with you, Taehyung said softly, watching you smile. Ji-hun leaned onto him quietly. The room was peaceful. Love lived in every line and color. At the end of the class, Taehyung gently held Ji-hun's hand and presented his drawing to the class. This is Ji-hun's drawing. It's about love that never goes away. The kid claps. Ji-hun beamed with sadness replaced by pride. Taehyung smiled, blinking away his own tears. That evening, Taehyung came home drained but full. Jungkook was already there, waiting on the couch with a soft smile. Welcome home, love. Taehyung walked straight into his arms. Today was heavy but beautiful. Jungkook gently stroked his hair. Want to talk? Taehyung nodded. One of the students lost his dad. We drew him in the sky. I felt it, the pain, the healing. You are changing leaves, Jungkook whispered. That's love. After dinner, they both changed into pajamas and lay on the counter. Jungkook brushed Taehyung's hair gently with his fingers. You are amazing, Taehyung looked up. You really think so? Jungkook leaned in, kissing his lips softly. I know so. They stayed there, heart touching, no words needed. For a while later, they lie in the bed side by side, facing each other. Taehyung whispered, "Can I be honest? Always, always. I used to think I was just a pretty face in a dark place, but now, with you, with those kids, I feel seen real." Jungkook pulled him close. "You are not just beautiful, you are brave, kind, and so full of life." They kissed, not hungry, not rushed, but gentle and slow, full of feeling. Taehyung placed his hands over Jungkook's chest. "This heart is for my favorite home," Jungkook whispered, "and your is where I will always return." Wrapped in each other's warmth and drifted off. They drifted off, not just lovers but soulmates, healing together at the end. So everyone who watched this story, comment it down. I know it was a rush way and I didn't drag it much because I didn't want it to make it like drag it a lot. So yeah, hope you will enjoy it. Bye bye, love you, bye.